Objection! 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 Oh, objection! 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 Objection!
Welcome back to Squelch, the Objection Podcast. I'm Dano.
And I'm Mad at Arms. And Storm Rage isn't here because, well, we didn't tell him. And two, he's probably recording Blizz. Actually, I think he's about to record Blizzard as well. So,
to be fair, I did 1 minute before we started recording, I did send him a message. It said, Matt and I are going to talk about stuff in an ad hoc podcast tonight that releases on Tuesday. I know you're busy, but I thought I'd at least give you a heads up that this is happening. And he has not responded or logged into Discord.
Perfect.
No So you might ask yourselves, why are we doing this weird little thing? One, we're a weird little podcast. And two, Storm Rage and I are going on vacation this upcoming week. And we talked quite a bit about what we were going to do this week because, you know, we were out to record. And so we had talked about, like, maybe we would try to record a Hades 2 podcast, or maybe we talked about a number of things. And we kind of landed on, well, we'll just go ahead and skip a week. And so we talked about that. We're like, okay, we're going to skip a week. And then we recorded the episode and then just didn't say anything about us actually skipping a week. And I was like, wait a minute, everyone's going to think we just kind of like disappeared. So, I've had a chance to catch up with where Matt and Storm Rage are. So Matt and I thought it would be fun to rehash the 3 companion quests that we talked about last week, because I have opinions and objections. Many things I thought we talked about were good, but I have more thoughts about it after playing them because they were objectively very fun quests.
Agreed.
So I have no idea if we're going to talk for 15 minutes or an hour and 15 minutes. So
If it's, keep in mind, it's 10 o'clock and I need to go to bed.
So it is going to be closer to 15 minutes. Because, again, I did message Storm Rage 1 minute ago. I messaged Matt 5 minutes ago. So I got back from a walk and I was like, hey, why don't we do a thing? Oh, Stormage got back to me. Let's see what he said. Totally fair. Thanks for the heads up. Oh, that was very nice of you.
Thank you, Storm Rage. This has been Dan's DMs, the podcast.
This is all on the podcast. I just typed that to him. Matt, this is Dan's DMs, the podcast. And then Storm Rage said, this question mark? We're still doing this. This very conversation? Yes, this very conversation. Right now, he says? Yes, right now. He's typing. He is typing. Storm Rage is, hi, Craig, our YouTube listener. Our YouTube listener's named Clyde. Clyde. That is so insulting.
I know, we have to object to that next week. Remember that.
Stormward says, hi, Craig, our YouTube listener, but only Craig because I am betrayed. I said, you mean Clyde? Deeply betrayed. I do indeed. So everyone other than Clyde, Storm Rage is unhappy with you. All right, should we get this silly nonsensical party started?
I mean, it's already going. Why not continue?
Continue this nonsensical party. All right, so Harding, the heart of the Titan. Harding must once again return to the deep roads to rescue newfound friends and confront the sinister force haunting her. that is essentially what has happened. So the recap of that, just in case you forgot from last week, Harding returned to the Deep Roads to rescue innocent dwarves who had fallen prey to a shade from the stone. Confronting the shade, Harding learned that it was born from her own misplaced rage at the fate of her Titan ancestors. Acceptance of the truth and her own shadow self has given Harding complete ownership of the Titan gift. What this means for her remains to be seen, and I assume will always remain to be seen because we're not going to get the DLC that I wanted. So cool.
Well,
thanks a whole bunch.
There is a follow-up quest that I have in my journal that I have not finished yet, and I plan to finish tonight if we weren't doing a podcast.
Well,
and so we'll see what happens, but also we'll see what happens.
So next week. How did Harding get back in the Deep Roads? So we learned that our new good friend, what was our new good friend called? It doesn't matter what our new good friend was.
It's an I name. It's an I name that's mildly Nordic.
He is a dwarf from like the other tribe that I didn't know existed until this very video game, which is a pretty fun little retcon, to be honest. They're fun. They have some sort of like connection to the Blight because they were forced to adapt when the Orzammar dwarves like locked them away with the Darkspawn, like super cold-hearted. And like Harding's friend, the warrior guy who like invited her down, he has this like full suit of like body armor, and like it's like not just like body either. It's like also like foot armor as well. So he's like one of those barefoot runners who wear barefoot running shoes. It's mildly
it's
unnerving.
Like it's a onesie of armor. Really.
It is truly a onesie of armor. Do you know that you have a onesie of armor that you can put on? Have you seen that?
Found it. It's the same armor as that guy's wearing.
There's also a set of armor that you can get from the Undead faction where it's like your intestines and your heart and your so it's mildly unsettling.
So wait, are you Mr. Goodbody then?
Yes, you could be Mr. Goodbody. Yeah. Yep, that is a factual statement. So we return to the Deep Roads and we're like, oh no, we have to help these people out. And so we go, and as we get down there, it's very cool version of the Deep Roads. Matt was correct last week. Very cool version of Deep Roads. After playing through it, I do believe I was correct. The Inquisition DLC about the Deep Roads, I think, is a more fun version of the Deep Roads. But this is like, it's very much like a 1A, 1B situation, I would say. But like, it did very much like have very similar vibes. So we get to the Deep Roads, and did you see in the background, Matt, like in like the distance, there was a mountain range that was a screaming Titan with its hand in the air? Did you see that? It is so cool. That was really good. It is so cool. Yeah. I assume it's a Titan, but it is very, very cool. And it's just like screaming and has it's fantastic. It's something right out of E33, if I'm being honest. It's super duper cool. We walk down and we rescue 3 dwarfs with the name of Dwarf, and Dwarf. They are trapped in what appears to be red lyrium, and like they are fully encased in stone. We free them from this stone, and they kind of like stumble out like they're drunk, and we're like, what happened? They're like, I don't know. And they're like, and Rook asks, well, how were you breathing? And and Harding goes, is this really important right now? I'm like, I don't know. It seems interesting. I think I would like to know how they were breathing in rock. We don't get an answer for that. We release those 3 dwarves from their red lyrium. Oh, it's Stalgard. Stalgard is his name. Stalgard is the dwarf wearing the rock onesie, or the armor onesie, I guess is more appropriate. We free Stalgard. He also was stuck in some, and he was like, thank you so much for coming, but how you are so stupid for coming. And it's like, thank you. That was very Minnesotan of you.
He's like, you shouldn't have freed me, and you should leave. And we're like, nah, bro, we're going down. We're going down the big red cave of death.
So we get through, we kind of fight our way through this dungeon, and then I think this is this, am I remembering correctly, this is the fight where we have like the terrible rage demon and then like other demons around it that we also have to fight. I believe that's correct, right? It's a fight. I found this fight to be so difficult. So It's a rage demon that has like AoE attacks, and it will have an attack that surrounds it, and it will continue to move towards you. So there's AoE attack that you'll dodge out of the way of, and then have to keep dodging. I actually failed this fight once. And there's a whole bunch of like demons that are both armored and barriered up that you have to kind of fight through as well. So you get through that fight, and then we approach the heart of the Titan. It is a literal heart in a literal rib cage. Like we see the ribs. Like it's very Mass Effect 2. Like it felt like Mass Effect 2.
Like you're climbing up the human Reaper thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, but you're like in its rib, but you're going up its spine. Like I said this last week's episode, you're literally standing on the liver, looking up at the heart.
It's super cool, but it's crystal. It's crystal veins, a crystal heart. Harding says that this lyrium is red, but it's not red because it's blighted. It is red because it is angry, which I thought was super cool. So we finish that fight, and then we get attacked by it's
a golem of some sort.
It's a Harding. It is Harding, but Harding made out of red lyrium or red crystal. They don't specify. It is a crystal Harding that is all red and very, very angry. And Harding's like, what is going on? And the red Harding says, you abandoned me, implying or actually outright saying that I am your anger that you didn't accept and forced out, and here I am causing all this mayhem. So we have to fight we have to do a fight without Harding for a little while, and then Harding, like, we can go up to Harding and say, hey Harding, you can either accept your anger or you can be Harding. And so we make that choice. I forget, which choice did you make, Matt?
I said I chose compassion over the anger.
I also chose compassion. It didn't seem right for Harding to be angry. It made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, like that's not Harding's character. Like Harding,
No.
like it seems like the anger choice seems out of character for Harding. Unless Harding has like a hardened art, which like you're trying to go for that would make sense.
I guess you're kind of choosing is like reviving the Titan race or not. I think that was kind of the choice. It was necessary. It was kind of like, do you choose Harding's heart, or do you choose Harding to be the, to revenge the Titans or bring back the Titans? It's not really clear on which one it is, but I could see that being a choice that could be interesting if you're interested in the Titans lore. I think they made the Titan and dwarf lore here super duper cool and interesting, because like there's always been this kind of like, it was almost seemed like it was more mythical or a superstition, this stone sense. So throughout the Dragon Age games, the stone sense is, I honestly, it felt more like, not like a real thing, but more like some of them can hear the stone, haha. And then we learned at the end of Inquisition with the DLC that, that the Titans still exist. And I thought this was even more cool because it fleshed out that lore to such an extent where like the dwarves are the broken pieces of the Titans, and the Titans' dreams were stolen. At one point, that the line from the Titan, or from the Mad Harding, was, they stole our dreams to create their society, which was so cool. I thought such a awesome line. They stole our dreams to create their society or create their world. Very, very neat. And so it's kind of a choice between like the modern world, the dwarves world as is, or a world where the dwarves like kind of try to regain their Titan form or background or whatever it might be. And what I thought was at the end of it, you kind of get the impression that dwarves are going to be aware of what happened and are going to be aware of the fact that the elves stole their dreams, essentially.
Yeah, where the Evanurus, like that goes back to one of the regrets of Solus, where like the Evanurus kill Titans in order to become physical in the regular world or whatever.
So I mean,
there was a war between the Titans and the Evanurus that Solus was involved in, created that red lyrium dagger, right? That's what?
Yeah. Yes. I think there's a very interesting story to be told between the dwarves learning about what the elves, the Evanuris did to them, and then blaming the elves for it. And then the elves' reaction to that, right? And then how the humans also kind of step in or not step in, or how that goes. I think there's a very interesting story to be told there that I am sure BioWare will tell very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Like, we'll have a prequel set in, like, whatever the Storm Age was, or whatever.
Right? Or they'll tell the story, like 10 years down the road, we'll have very much, like there was the Mage Templar War. Maybe we'll have the Elf Dwarf War.
There you go.
That
actually would be sweet. That would actually
be really cool, right? I'm sure the next game will have that'll be a big part of the next game that they're definitely going to make.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 100%. It's totally happening.
Totally 100% going to happen. Totally 100% going to happen.
Actually, it was supposed to be DLC for this game, right? No, I have no idea.
I'm guessing that. I mean, there are a number of things that feel like they were setting up for a DLC. At least it seems like they were. I mean, I honestly don't know if they were. They cut bait so quickly with this that I think that they were. I don't think they cared if it was a successful game or even a good game or not. I think they wanted to get something out to make a little bit of money on it, and then they were done, which I think is crummy. So the next quest is a Murder of Crows. This is Lucanus's final companion quest. Ilario is making his move, and Lucanus wants to stop him at all cost. So I'm sure you were all surprised last week, as I think I was re-surprised this week when I played through this today. That I hate to say this again, because I know everyone's gonna get upset once again, but Ilario is a bad guy.
What? No.
I know. So, like, not only is Ilario a bad guy, Ilario kidnapped his grandmother, the first Talon. And then made a deal with the Venatori. I mean, it just never saw it coming. It was such a surprise.
I was completely blindsided. Like, I can understand if you're completely blindsided if you were like sleeping during all of the crow quests.
Yeah, it was just, I played all these crow quests. I played through all of them. I immersed myself in the lore and the story. I just never saw Ilario being a bad guy.
Yeah.
He just always acted so good. Like he was, never did anything weird.
That's why everybody hates this game. Like, it was just like one of those things where, like,
everyone loved Ilario so much. The heel turn of Ilario.
He's like John Cena, and all of a sudden he turns heel.
Everyone thought it'd be like Corporate Rock, but instead it was like John Cena.
Yeah.
The heel turn of Ilario. All right, so this is a fairly straightforward quest. The most important thing being you finally get to loot that chest that has been staring at you in the face the entire game, that's been impossible to get to. I would say that is maybe the most important part of this quest, is that you finally get to that chest.
Yeah, it's best. Actually, if we did best goods for this episode, that would be the best.
Oh, 100%. Because the reason you couldn't get to that chest is because it was inside of a building under where you are, but you didn't know that, so you kept on running around. How do I get to this chest? Spent so much time trying to find that chest. So we go to Treviso, and Ilario is gathering all the crow leadership. He is going to make himself the first Talon. And we have to fight to stop him. So we find a bunch of Venatori and Antam fighting together, which I thought was very fun and very interesting. That's this one, right? That's not Nev's. That's this one, yeah. So the Antam and the Antam and the Venatori are fighting together. Very fun because you had like magic and brute force, which was a very cool. Felt very Dragon Age 2, where you had to kind of like figure out which one to focus on. But the difference was you had to focus on the Anton because of their crazy like Gatlock rifles. Those things are so powerful.
Oh God, I hate those things so much.
So we enter through the secret passage, and Rook's like, you have a secret passage, and Ilario didn't guard this? And he's like, no, even I didn't know of this. My grandmother didn't tell either of us. I only found it because I was playing as a boy. So we sneak in through the back and immediately start fighting people. Lots of fighting, all the fighting. Go through, find lots of sweet, sweet loot. I finally get the legendary version of the Dark Shard sword that I'm using for my build. Nice. So I have both the sword and the armor legendary now, which is super cool. We fight through the estate and find Katarina. We ask her to, we're like, okay, we're going to take you someplace safe. And she's like, you'll do no such thing. Time is of the essence. Go and fight Ilario. So we're like, oh, okay. So we go and we get to the opera house, and Katarina says she will meet us there. We get to the opera house, and all like the crow like heads of house are there. And he is making this like rallying speech. He's like, it's like, how could we have known that this terrible something would befall us? How could we know that my dear grandmother would be kidnapped and killed, and my dear cousin would be turned into a demon? And then we like barge in, like kick the door down, chunk, and we're like, no, you're the demon. And then we fight him, and then we kill him. And no, we don't get to kill him. We fight him. And all the other crows are around him in a semicircle. And did you see the third crow from the left?
I did not, no.
The third crow from the left was an elf with long platinum blonde hair.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Maybe I did.
Maybe you didn't have that crow?
Maybe I didn't have that crow because I murdered him in Dragon Age Orange. Or no, he tried to murder me in Dragon Age Orange.
Because you ignored him and were a jerk to him.
I mean, and it's funny because I made an Antivan crow for this game, so whatever.
It's true. So hold on, I need to get a drink real quick. So and I did Google this because I was like, that is obviously Zevran. Like, that is clearly 100% obviously Zevran because it's an elf crow. Like, none of the crows they're human people with Spanish accents. Like, they're super into soccer, obviously. Like, congratulations to the crows on their recent World Cup victory.
Well, murdering Messi and replacing him with a body double. That
I mean, yeah, sure. Tip of the hat.
Yeah.
I mean, Lucanus makes us paella one day. Like, they're not even.
Yeah, I actually that was a nice little like. I'm gonna make some paella. It's like he's like, you make food with actual names. That's amazing. That's what my rook said. I just put food together and hope it tastes good.
Yeah. So we we fight Ilario. Don't kill him all the way. Zevran is there. He does not seem to help one way or the other. I am calling him Zevran. He is Zevran. He looks like Zevran. It was obviously Zevran. I will post a screenshot. I'll find the YouTube video of the fight and post a screenshot in Discord so everyone can agree with me. But it is definitely Zevran, even though nowhere on the wiki does it say that Zevran is in this game, but he is 100% in this game, and I will die on this hill. I did complete this quest, and so Storm Rage last week was obsessing over that we didn't kill him, and that it was purpose. There was no purpose or reason in not killing him. And I did this quest, and it gave a very valid and good reason. And I was like, I want to talk about this. I do not remember at all what that valid reason the game gave was. I don't remember one little bit, but there was a reason. It was a good reason. It felt like a good reason to me. I don't remember what it is. And then Katarina makes Lucanus first crow. And then we order Ilario to be imprisoned because he is hardened in my game. So I did not get like a are you there? Or are you Oh,
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
you were like
I'm just
stone still. You were like,
no, I was googling why should we save Ilario or
Oh,
why should we
okay.
not imprison Ilario, and it's not Google's not giving me a good answer. Oh, public shaving and soft mercy, as opposed to he should just go to jail for kidnapping your grandmother and
I think.
trying to
Oh,
kill
you know what? I think it was killing him would keeping him alive and shaming him is a worse punishment than killing him. I think was maybe
Or
what it was,
then
but there was
imprisoning
something
him?
else to it as well. Yeah, and imprisoning him.
Yeah,
I think there might have been something
yeah, 'cause
else.
you don't kill him.
No,
No, we don't
throw,
kill him, which killing him should have been an option,
I mean, we kill
really.
everybody else.
Right?
Like everybody else.
Yeah, like somebody stubbed their toe wrong and we killed him, right?
Oh,
Like we just like this guy murdered, like this guy tried to kidnap your grandmother and sent Ilari and sent our guy to the underwater jail to become a demon.
Yeah, bad guy. Not good guy.
Yeah, he's not a great guy.
Like turning the crows and Antiva over to the Venatori. Like clearly an evil person.
Yeah, seriously, it's like let him free. Like what? No.
Yeah, so we imprison him.
Anyway.
And then become the first crow. And then we go back home.
Yep.
I thought it was a fun quest.
And then and then he's like, it's kind of cool being the first crow. And he's actually in a really good mood while he drinks his coffee. So
yeah, he does give a little bit of a grumpy face when you walk in the door, but then he becomes ungrumpy very quickly. Though,
yeah.
So I don't believe we get a like superhero power for Lucanus though, because he's hardened. Maybe I don't remember getting one.
I got one, but I have hardened Nev, and I didn't get the superhero power for Nev yet.
Oh, okay. So I have done Nev, and I did get her superhero power. So I wonder if the character you have hardened doesn't get their superhero power then.
Hold on.
I'll let you Google that while I go into the Returned Cultist case. This place takes place in Docktown, Aaliyah. She is the evil person, has taken Docktown's people. She plans to increase her blood magic, but Nev knows where Aaliyah's hiding. Time to meet face to face. They did something very cool and interesting in this. Storm Raid said, enjoy recording. I said, thanks. Just want to keep you all up to date on our DMs on the DM podcast. So where was I? Oh, I don't know if they do this for other quests, but for this one, so it takes place like in Docktown proper. So like you start at the Cobbled Swan and then you move throughout the city. And I immediately was like, all right, let's get to fast travel in.
Yep.
So you go to fast travel and you can't. They've turned off all the fast travel points are all just not on the map whatsoever. And then at least for me so I saved Docktown. So maybe it looks different for me than for you. But for me, Docktown is as it was. So all of the fast travel points are gone. And then as you walk through Docktown, all of the message boards they have all have like you can go up to them and it has missing persons on it, looking for so and so, looks like such and such. And then every person you walk by, every conversation you walk by is talking about how so and so is missing, or this other person is missing, or about how they're afraid to go out because they don't want the next one's taken. So it does this awesome, really cool job of like forcing you to walk through Docktown and to hear about the terror that the city is in. It is so cool. One of the coolest I think a game has done for this kind of quest, because most games let you just fast travel. Or, if it didn't, it wouldn't be this cool like storytelling done through immersion. Again, a very cool thing this game did, because this game is good. So we get going, we go to the Cobbled Swan, figure out where to go. From there, we make our way through the market. The first place we go, we can't go. Storm Rage said, well, Nev knows of a back alley, so we go that way. If that was the way we could go, why not go anyways? Doesn't matter.
We just need to kill this one thread contact. That's why. Yeah,
the thread contact got killed on his own, and then they blocked the way we were going to go. And then Nev was like, oh, well, I know a back way. So like maybe she didn't know the first place we were going, so then she knew. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So we get through and descend towards some like fancy, like it's called like the Sanctum Lucicon. So it's like some kind of, I don't know, it's a blood magic nightmare, basically. So as we make our way through the halls, there are people that we know from Docktown. Like the singer is in there, and like we try to talk to them, and just like blood is spouting from them as if they are like a Venetian fountain. It is like, and there's just blood all over the floors and all over the walls. And Nev is like,
And-
oh, she's priming the place for her magic. And it was like, oh, gross.
Well, also like the people in the chambers while they're getting their blood, like a tremendous amount of blood drained from them, are like under the control of the lady, and they're
Aaliyah.
like Aaliyah, and they're just spouting like, you like, Nev, you're terrible, or Nev, like basically just negging Nev constantly.
Yeah,
honestly.
and so we can try to use Nev's power to free them, but she determines that she can't free them before Aaliyah can kill them. And so if we want to free them, we have to break Aaliyah's hold on them by stopping Aaliyah. We eventually get to Aaliyah's hideout, and she is like, she monologues about how dare she's the only one that has the strength and the wherewithal to save Minrathous and bring it back to its old days by sacrificing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of its people. Apparently, not a good look. But so then we obviously have to fight her. This fight was crazy. Matt, do you remember this fight? So this is the fight.
It was yeah, this is the fight where you have like, there's 3 rounds, and it's like it has the rule of 3 of video games, where the first round there's like this crystal in the middle that blows up and does AoE damage. There's a ton of like bad guys, and you have to like shoot the crystals out while you're fighting the demons and the Venatori everywhere.
Yes.
And like eventually like, and it gets to, and once you clear the bubble around Aaliyah, then it like just goes to one-on-one with Nev, who just does like a Kamehameha
100%,
against
yep.
the bubble. And then like it does a third of the damage, and then it goes into, and then now there's 3 crystals and a bunch of more things, and you just knock out all the crystals, and yeah.
And then the third time, there are no crystals to break, just like a fight to clear out. And I kept on running around trying to find the crystals, and I couldn't find them, and it was like driving me crazy. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna clear them, because they were kind of like respawning as you went in the first 2 phases. At least it felt like they were. They might have just been a ton of them, because there were a ton of them. So it's this crazy
just waves.
Yeah, crazy hectic fight, insanely hectic fight, full of ads, super duper fun. Again, like using the whole arena, like using some of like the puzzle modes that's in the game, the red crystals that have to be broken in order. So you can't just break the red crystals. You have to break the red crystals in order. So you have to find the unshielded red crystal to break in the middle of a giant fight. Break the unshielded one, which will unshield the next one. Break that unshielded crystal, and then move your way through the unshielded crystals. So it's not like you just like, oh, there's a crystal, break it, then fight, break it. You have to like find the unshielded ones in the arena, and then while you're also dodging and parrying and attacking, and it's a really, really fun fight.
Yeah, it is like an MMO fight where there's like the different phases, and like, where you have to focus on certain things that aren't the fight at hand. The third phase with the constructs is where I did the 999.
Nice. Yeah, the construct one was the one where I was like, where are the crystals? Where are the crystals? And I finally just killed the constructs. I was like, oh, I needed to kill the constructs. Update, everybody. Storm Rage has said he misses us. I have said that we miss him as well. So, update on the DM's podcast. You're welcome.
Because I do miss Storm Rage.
Yes.
I do miss you.
Very much so. So we kill Aaliyah, and she's very sad, and then we have to choose for Nev, or I get to choose if she becomes like the savior, like a symbol of hope for Docktown, or if she like takes over, whether she's like the symbol of hope publicly or whether she is like the leader of the threads in the background and kind of like is like the benevolent crime lord essentially. And so if she's hardened, she has to be the benevolent crime lord, right?
No, she's the hero. She's the hero of Docktown. She doesn't get connected to the threads. She just kind of lets the threads do their own thing.
Oh, okay. So I thought you didn't get you do get a choice whether or not she does the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I chose the where she becomes like the.
No, she's like the protector of Docktown versus like the leader of Docktown or something like that. I forget what the.
Yeah. So protector. She's the protector via like her private investigator firm, like her and the good Templar that we work with throughout the game. Like they joined forces and like showed the people of Docktown that somebody cares, or you can have her like become the leader of the threads and like she becomes like John Gotti, I would assume. If John Gotti were a good guy, I don't know if he was or not. I just know his name. He's a crime boss. Robin Hood. She becomes Robin Hood essentially, right? She's Robin Hood, kind of.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
So
or well, hold on. I'm trying to think of like a crime boss that like was really just like a good guy that just became the crime boss to like.
You should think about that into the microphone.
Yeah, I should. Is she like? I'm trying to think. It's like isn't there like some sort of anime or some sort of Italian mobster flick where a crime boss turns into a good guy?
I'm sure there's a million of them.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a million. And I'm sure Schwal will tell us.
Yes. Or somebody will.
Somebody will. Maybe Hat will.
Clyde on YouTube, let us know.
Clyde, let us know. Clyde, named after the greatest assassin of all time.
Yeah.
Clyde Shadow, whatever his last name was.
Yeah.
So that's Aaliyah. Aaliyah gets a cool power. Not Aaliyah, sorry. Nev now gets a superpower where she gets to do cool things. I remember what it was. I should have looked it up before I started this, but I didn't. So that's it for Objection the Podcast. Matt, do you have anything to add to Objection the Podcast?
I got nothing.
All right, cool. Well, thanks everyone.
Actually, my question is, what was the objection?
The big objection. You want what the big objection was?
Yes.
The big objection was Daniel being so upset over not being able to kill Ilario. And I remember while playing through it that they gave many valid reasons not to, and then I sat here in front of the microphone and forgot them all.
All right. I finally got Google to spit out the answer.
Okay.
It took. If Nev is hardened, she will always choose to protect Docktown, the local hero path. The mob boss choice is completely locked out.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
But there was a choice, but there was like two choices, and I'm trying to figure out what the two choices were. I got to go back and play it.
So she's hardened, she becomes the good guy?
Yeah, she hardens becomes the local hero of the hero of Docktown.
So
she
like
becomes a symbol. She becomes Docktown's Batman, really.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
But okay, well, objection to the game. So I think that's it. Matt, should we take off?
Let's do it.
All right, thanks everyone for listening. That's it for this week. What do I say at the end of the podcast? I don't have that shown in front of me. I say thank you folks so much for listening. Thanks to all our Twitch subs, patrons, and our YouTube listener, Clyde, for patronizing us. You can find the link to our Discord and links to support the podcast in the description of this episode.
And Dragon Age Veilguard's gaming games are supposed to be fun.
Objection! 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 Objection!
Thanks everyone. We'll talk to you again next week.
Bye-bye.